Hello, Richmond County residents. Celeste Gotell coming to you from the Senior Center Without Walls for Richmond County with the June 28th to July 5th edition of What's Happening, events and activities of interest to older adults to participate throughout Richmond County. As you know, this is a program that we've been providing to you in partnership with our friends at Gotell since November of 2024. It airs at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily. The calendar is also available through multiple ways on social media. I post it on a regular basis. Printed copies can also be accessed at the municipal office. And additionally, Richmond County Municipality's website has an entire section developed for seniors resources. It's under the residents tab. And if you click on that, you'll find all kinds of resources for older adults in Richmond County, including the calendar, all our past issues of Better with Age, information on Seniors Take Action Coalition. And you can also find at the very bottom of the page, the Straight Richmond emergency room closures. I post that regularly on Facebook, but you can also check there yourself. So as I mentioned, this is a weekly calendar that we air on Gotell. So I'll begin on Saturday the 28th. So on Saturday the 28th, Richmond Villa is hosting a walk for Alzheimer's, and that's from 10 till 12 noon. I believe that there was advanced registrations for the team, but you can call Richmond Villa if you wish to participate. There may still be an opportunity to do so. Couple of events happening at the Legion Branch 150 in Ayrshire on Saturday the 28th. One is a veteran social from 2 to 4 p.m. And then later that evening, there's a Tarbish card game at 7 p.m. Bring along your partner and there'll be prizes provided. On to Sunday the 29th. So as you know, almost every Sunday in Richmond County, there's a breakfast to be found somewhere. This is no exception. The last Sunday of every month is the Loosedale Lions Club breakfast, and that goes from 8 till 11 a.m. It's a wonderful breakfast, so if you're not feeling inclined to make something, you should check that out. Now, our outdoor markets are also starting up for the summer, and that's pretty exciting. So the Johnstown Artisan and Outdoor Market will take place from 10 till 1 p.m. That goes every Sunday right through till September 7th. Monday the 30th. So Monday the 30th, the Dr. Kingston Memorial Community Health Center in Lordways will be hosting a session at 1 p.m. on elder abuse awareness with Sheila, and she's a gerontologist. So that starts at 1 p.m. If you're interested in learning more about that, you might want to give Rachel a call at 587-2800 extension 3. That brings us to Tuesday, July 1st. Well, there is any number of things that are happening throughout Richmond County on July 1st, but I'm first going to mention that River Roots Farm Stand will be open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. if you want to get some fresh produce. And there are a lot of activities that are taking place for Canada Day celebrations, including the St. Louis Parish Hall from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's also something going on the 28th of, which is Saturday, I guess, at the Terralyn Community Center in River Bourgeois. That goes from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Now, on the 1st, there'll also be something happening at the St. Peter's Lions Club at the St. Peter's Marina from 11 till 2 p.m. If there is a rain event, it will happen at the St. Peter's Lion Hall. The Lordways Men's Club will be having an event at the Lordways Community Center from 12:30 to 3 p.m. The Riverdale Community Services Society will be having something from 2 to 6, and that's at the Riverdale Community Center in Lower River. The Almadam New Horizons Seniors Club at Ayrshire will also be having an event with barbecue and hot dogs, etc. The Discoos Civic Improvement Society will also be having an event from 11 to 1 p.m. And there will also be fireworks that will begin at dusk. Of course, that's subject to provincial fire restrictions, etc. And the details can be found on the Richmond County social media platforms. And if that happens, it'll be at the Lennox Passage Provincial Park and the St. Peter's Battery Provincial Park. So lots of things happening on Canada Day if you're out and about. That brings us to Wednesday the 2nd. So the St. George's Hall will have the regular morning coffee from 10 to 12 noon. And the Lenoir Landing will be beginning their Tea in the Museum series. They did this last year as well. So every Wednesday from 2 to 4 p.m., you can enjoy a cup of tea and some coffees and sweets, and that's at Lenoir Landing in Ayrshire. Tea in the Museum. It sounds lovely. And then also at Wednesday, the River Roots Community Learning Garden will be taking place from 4 to 6 p.m. That's every other Wednesday, and it's free. Any ages are welcome. If you're under 12, you have to be accompanied by an adult, but it's an opportunity to learn more about gardening. That brings us to Thursday the 3rd. So the West Bay Community Center will be having their coffee and conversation from 10 to 12 noon. And again, another activity which will be beginning with the Almadam Historical Society is there's going to be blacksmithing demonstrations at Lenoir Forge in Ayrshire from 2 to 4 p.m. So that begins on Thursday the 3rd. That evening, the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall will have their regular 45 card game at 7:30. Brings us to Friday the 4th. An event through the St. John Center for Arts in Ayrshire called the 3 for All Guitar Trio, and that begins at 7 p.m. It's $30 at the door and $25 in advance, and you can call 227-8303 if you want to purchase tickets in advance. This is one of many beautiful musical events that the St. John Center for Arts offers to the community. The acoustics in that facility are beautiful, and there's lots of great entertainment. On to Saturday the 5th. So as I mentioned earlier, our community markets are starting up, and the one in Almadam will be featured on the 5th of July. That will take place every other Saturday, and they're from 10 to 1 p.m., and they take place at the Rocky Bay Irish Club. So that concludes what's happening events from the 28th of June till July 5th. Lots of things happening for Canada Day. If you're wanting to check out the Richmond County social media, their website, you can get more information on the specifics around that. I didn't provide all the details, but check them out and you can find out what's happening. Once again, I would like to express our thanks to Teleal Community Television for their partnership and support of bringing this calendar to you, and to Department of Seniors and Long-Term Care for the funding they provided to us so that we could create the Senior Center Without Walls, work with our communities to bring resources and programs to older adults throughout Richmond County. So that's all for today, folks. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next.